Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Doc Watkins Show. I'm your host, Doc Watkins, with more special requests from you, our viewers. We've got an exciting show this evening. Our special guests tonight include Vanessa Del Fierro from Mariachi Las Coronelas, and also Grammy Award-winning drummer Sammy Miller. But first, we turn to the Jazz Texas News. As part of our nation's reopening, retail stores are offering curbside pickup, although there have already been complaints, especially from customers attempting to have their order from Billy Bob's Beds and Mattresses placed into the back seat of their Honda Prius. As of now, all 50 states have partially reopened, as Connecticut became the final state to start lifting restrictions. And in Connecticut, lifting restrictions means allowing members to wear jeans at the local yacht club. According to ESPN, the recent documentary about Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls, The Last Dance, was their highest-rated series in history, as opposed to ESPN's all-time lowest-rated documentary, The Danny Green Story. The documentary briefly covers Jordan's failed attempt to become a Major League Baseball player, which proves that even a superstar like MJ simply didn't have what it takes to win a World Series: the ability to steal signs by banging on trash can lids. The popularity of the Jordan series has led to a huge demand for Nike's Air Jordans. Meanwhile, all Foot Lockers in San Antonio are selling the New Balance Kawhis for only 99 cents. Murder hornets recently made their way into the U.S., and according to scientists, a sting from this insect can be fatal. However, if you are a hornet that has been wrongfully accused of murder, call Jeff Davis at the Davis Law Firm. They represent all insects. Just call 333-3333. Once again, that's 333-3333. There's only one number to remember. Again, that's 3, because it rhymes with B. The president of Belarus, Alexander Lukashenko, claims there have been no viruses in his nation, and the way to fight the current pandemic is with a lot of vodka, at least according to his chief medical advisor, Dr. Keith Richards. And finally, Rick Bright, the whistleblower who testified before Congress, is being accused by critics as being a backstabbing traitor, which reminds a lot of people of Kawhi Leonard. And that's it for the Jazz Texas News. Next, we turn to the music. We've got some special requests for you all and some exciting special guests up in just a moment. We're going to start out with a special request to some of our very good friends. This one goes out to Andy and Jennifer on their 34th anniversary. It's a Cole Porter tune entitled Night and Day. And it also goes out to Larry and Heidi, who are also having an anniversary this evening, and also to Julio. And Julio is celebrating his graduation. He got a Bachelor of Science degree in nursing this month, so congratulations to you, Julio. I'm glad we've got some Cole Porter fans out there, and hope you enjoy this tune. Here is Night and Day. That's Night and Day by the great Cole Porter. Thank you very much, everybody. Also, if you've been tuning in over the last few weeks, you may notice I've got a new piano up here, and I would like to thank my friends over at Alamo Music here in San Antonio for bringing this piano down for us to use for our broadcasts. It's a Kawhi. And I've been making all these Kawhi jokes. Now I have a Kawhi. Was that a joke, guys, to give me the Kawhi piano as I've been making the Kawhi jokes? I literally never even put those two together till just this moment. It is a different spelling than the Kawhi Leonard spelling. But I want to thank Alamo Music. I want to thank Adriana and Kevin and all the folks over at Alamo Music for helping us out and for supporting the local community during this time. We love you guys, and so thank you. This next tune is by Fats Waller from about 100 years ago. It's called Ain't Misbehavin'. And this one was requested a while ago by Cynthia. Cynthia, thanks so much for your request. I'm so glad to get it and happy to do this tune for you. This is Ain't Misbehavin'. Also want to thank Chris Zients back there with the Wizard Broadcasting. He's been with us since the beginning of the broadcasts here, so thank you, Chris. And this is Ain't Misbehavin'. Here goes. This ain't Misbehavin' by the great Fats Waller. That one went out to Cynthia. Thank you very much, everybody. Well, my first special guest for this evening is one of South Texas's greatest musical treasures. She leads the all-female group Mariachi Las Coronelas, and her music has been featured in many of San Antonio-based or San Antonio native Robert Rodriguez, the great director of many of his films. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome to the stage the lovely Vanessa Del Fierro. Hey, Vanessa.
Hey, good evening.
Welcome back to the club. How are you doing?
Thank you. So happy to be here. It feels good to be at Jazz Texas again. Really nice. I know we're missing the audience, but they can see us from wherever they are out there.
Thank you so much for being here. Y'all are one of my favorite groups. We've had you and the girls here many times over the last few years, and we look forward to having you back. And why don't we start out with we actually had a request from a couple people. And actually, this one goes out to Gates for a beautiful old tune called Bésame Mucho. So we're going to do that for you now.
Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos y estar junto a ti. Piensa que tal vez mañana yo ya estaré lejos, muy lejos de aquí. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Tenerte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos y estar junto a ti. Piensa que tal vez mañana yo ya estaré lejos, muy lejos de aquí. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte después. Que tengo miedo perderte después. Que tengo miedo perderte después.
Es Bésame Mucho, Vanessa Del Fierro. Vanessa, thank you so much. We're going to play a couple more songs tonight. And before we do, though, I would love to, and I know everybody at home would love to hear how y'all are doing. And you and the girls, you have an all-female mariachi group. Sometimes it's as much as 10 pieces. And it's a beautiful group. It's one of my favorite groups. It's so much fun. And we would love to hear how y'all are doing right now.
Well, we're keeping the group sizes small at the moment. The girls are doing good. They're staying home, staying safe. A lot of the girls have babies of their own and families that they have to take care of, so they're spending that extra time with their families. But we're also performing small events. It's nothing too large. Everything was pretty much canceled, but any small events that we do come in, we do them periodically as well.
And we had y'all scheduled during Fiesta back in April, and of course we had to postpone that, but the great thing about mariachi music is that a lot of bands like corporate bands and wedding bands and rock bands, things like that, they need a stage, they need a big production facility, they need a sound system and everything. But the beautiful thing about mariachi music is that y'all can still be playing outdoor events. You can be singing and playing from a distance. I mean, it's a truly acoustic art form. And so if you're looking for a band, I mean, what better group to hire right now than you and the girls, right?
Oh, yes, please. If you're looking for a band at the moment, we do small groups, large groups. Just go to Mariachi Las Coronelas Facebook page and contact us there.
And now, so I want to know more about Robert Rodriguez, because I know that you all are friends, and Robert is another San Antonio treasure. He's originally from here. He started out with El Mariachi, which was his first very low budget film, but it was done so well it got him, on the big screen and everything. And y'all are good friends. He adores your music, and I adore his films. And how did y'all meet? And do you keep in touch? And what's he up to?
Actually, I just met him performing with Mariachi Las Coronelas. We went out to perform for his birthday party on the Machete Kills set, and that's where we ended up meeting at the Machete premiere. That's it. And
he's used your music in a lot of some of his Netflix series shows and his films, right?
Yeah, I'm on the Dusk Till Dawn series, a Netflix series. You can go on there, check it out on Netflix. I'm on one of the episodes, performing with his band Chingon. So yeah.
Cool. And so you're living up in Austin now, and you were working by night, playing gigs, and and then working by day. You had a day job, and so what's the future hold for you?
I think right now for me, there's not a lot of live performances, and I think for the music industry that might be down for maybe the next year or so. It might not be. Hopefully, it'll be sooner. But right now, I'm doing voiceovers and any other work that doesn't require a large amount of audiences. So anything in the arts is pretty much what I'm staying busy with. Editing, a little bit of filmmaking. I'm working on a documentary right now that I'm doing. So.
What's the documentary?
It's an MMA documentary, and in San Diego it took place, so it should be...
Like the wrestlers?
Yeah.
The wrestlers?
UFC, MMA, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow, how did you get involved in the wrestling?
Well, my brother's actually one of the top 5 coaches in the world, so I had easy access to a very special person to do a documentary on, so I started with that.
Your brother's one of the top 5 MMA coaches? I had no idea. Yeah. Do you think, so do you think I would make it, because I've wanted to get in shape in a little bit and let myself go a tiny bit, but I've always felt like my reflexes with the piano and the small keys and the fingers that could possibly translate into larger reflexes and the punching. And I've never been in a fight, but I've always felt like I could be one of those guys. What do you think that's a chance?
I think you'd be great. We'll take you down to my brother's gym, and maybe you can spar up with a few of the guys down there. There's a few. Yeah.
But they avoid faces, right? They don't hit the faces and the noses and stuff, right?
No, they do.
They will do that? Oh.
They do hit each other in the face. I mean, it's pretty much, it's pretty aggressive.
Okay. So when's the documentary coming out?
Well, it was supposed to premiere through my film school in April, so hopefully it'll come out. I'll just launch it this summer sometime.
Do they kick to the face?
Yeah, everything.
Can they kick to the head and stuff like that? Mm-hmm. What about elbows to the face? That feels like... I always
You're
thought
really
that'd be
worried about your face,
worse.
right?
No, it's just the nose would hurt a lot.
Yeah. You can put a little headgear.
A little headgear. I would like one of those. So if you're just tuning in, I'm with Vanessa Del Fierro, and make sure and check her out. And the girls, that's again, Chris, can we put up the link on the site? It's what's the link again?
You can go either to Mariachi Las Coronelas Facebook if you'd like a mariachi group, and also VanessaDelFierro.com is my website. So either or.
Cool. Well, let's do a tune. We're going to do an Elvis song for everybody now. This is a song that's called I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. It's a tune from a long time ago, I think like the 1950s. And as we said on last week's show, there is evidence that during these times, Elvis is still alive. So we're going to do a tune to honor him, and we hope you enjoy it. Here goes.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with you.
Give it up once again, ladies and gentlemen, for Vanessa Del Fierro. We're going to bring Vanessa back in just a little bit, so stay tuned. We've got another special guest we're going to bring on in just a few moments. But first, we're going to go back to our musical requests for just a moment. And I would like to do a tune for you now that we want to send this one out to Annie Brown, and also to Ashley. And Ashley, happy birthday. I think today's your birthday, or this is your birthday week or your birthday month. But either way, Happy birthday, and thank you so much for the request. This is a beautiful, beautiful tune called Georgia on My Mind by the great Hoagie Carmichael, as done by Ray Charles. And so thank you for the request. Hope you enjoy this one. Here goes. Georgia on My Mind by Hoagie Carmichael. Thank you very much, everybody. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the Doc Watkins Show. I'm your host, Doc Watkins. We are live here from Jazz, Texas, live streaming every Tuesday and Friday night at 8 p.m., so make sure and mark your calendars for the next one. We've got a great show next Tuesday night with special guests Chris Alvarado and Chris Vargas from the Dirty River Dixie Band, and also Mayor Ron Nuremberg is coming on the show. And so make sure and tune in on Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Once again, that was Georgia on My Mind, and it's time for our next special guest, ladies and gentlemen. Our next guest is the best Los Angeles drummer that we could possibly find on such short notice. He's Grammy Award winner and leader of the group Sammy Miller and the Congregation. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sammy Miller. Hey, Sammy, how do you do?
Just so I can get myself in that spirit, because the audience is, I can't hear them. I'm just giving myself, I'm good.
Hey,
man, I love Georgia. That was great, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much. So
Beautiful.
Let's just get this out of the way. So
Yeah.
you and I have the thing in common, which is that you won a Grammy, and I always thought it would be cool to win a Grammy. And how did the Grammy come about, and what did that feel like?
Well, I wasn't going to correct you because I liked it, but I'm a Grammy nominee. I'm actually a Grammy loser.
Don't ever do that. Don't ever go with it, man.
Oh. Okay.
Grammy and Oscar.
Oh.
Grammy and Oscar winner, Sammy
The
Miller.
Oscar we can talk about. We can talk about my Oscar. Yeah, that was fun.
Grammy
a
nominated,
different
but he
time.
actually won 4 Oscars and 2 Emmys.
Daytime Emmy.
Yeah, different thing. Don't talk about that one. That's the one you want to deny right there, is the Daytime Emmy Award.
Yeah.
You
But I
had that
celebrated
bathroom
through the
scene in
night.
the. No, don't take it there. So tell me about the time you won the Grammy.
Well, first of all, the story goes back to my childhood when my grandmother took me aside and she said,
Not the granny, the Grammy.
"Oh, I'm sorry. I think it's the connection." I call her Grammy, and she said, "Your father disappointed me. Your older siblings disappointed me. Don't bring dishonor to the family like all of them did." And I said, "Grammy." I said, "One day I'm going to bring you home a Grammy." And that's how I got my step Grammy. She's amazing.
And that's where you got your start.
In showbiz.
Oh man, Sammy, it's great to see you. We were just talking earlier that it hadn't occurred to me that the night that you guys were supposed to play here at Jazz Texas was the night that was our first night that we were completely closed. That was back in March, and the whole thing happened so fast, and we're working, with you guys to try and get you rescheduled as soon as possible, and of course we have given refunds to the customers who bought the tickets. And we said, for most of them, we said, you could either get a refund or you could apply the ticket to the next show. They said, we'd like the refund, please.
Yeah.
Didn't even play the show, Sammy, and they still wanted a refund. I mean, that's pretty bad, man. You didn't even get a chance to mess it up.
I'll say, but we were texting up until that day being like, is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? And it was like a storm that was coming right for you, and you and I were in deep denial, like, oh, we're going to be cool. Just, we'll be fine. We'll get through. And here we are.
That's what we were
I
like.
don't have a single gig. I don't have anything. Everything got canceled until at least October for us. So that's been it's been a change in my life.
A huge change for you and for the guys in the band. If you haven't seen Sammy Miller and the Congregation, they're a 6-piece ensemble, and they're one of my favorite bands anywhere. I think we've brought you guys to Jazz Texas more than any other out-of-town band, any other touring act. You were the first touring act we brought through when we opened up. I think you guys played the club like a month after we were born, and you've been coming back ever since. So how are the guys doing, and how can we help you guys?
Well, first off, the guys are doing terribly. I just want to let you all know at home. Sliding scale, each person's doing worse than the next. Dave, our pianist, who you all know is a pretty charming, beautiful man. Now he has a big beard. He looks a little bit like the guy from Castaway. And me, I talk to myself. I'm so used to entertaining people that now I just like my sister was like, "What are you doing?" We're all boarded up together. And for an hour, I was just talking to myself because I just miss performing. And without the attention I've created it on my own. But anyways, and I can't afford a therapist right now. But the point is, we're
Call
doing
me
well.
Call me anytime, Sammy. I am a doctor.
Wow. You are. We're doing well. If people are interested, we're doing every Sunday night. We're doing live streams. People can come check it out. We are doing Camp Congregation, which is our education shows, which is for all the kids out there who now don't have music class. And if you want to go to our site, we have T-shirts. We got a new CD out that we were excited to share with you. Oh, there it is. You can see right there. Sammy Miller Congregation. Bandanas.
Right down there.
You can wear.
Right down. I got to go that way. See, it's in reverse. If I point to my right, it goes to my left. That way is the link. I think they figured it out, though.
Yeah. We can't wait to perform.
Tell me about the special. If you buy a bandana and 2 CDs, you get the free. It's the flex tape, right?
That's right, Doc. Buy 4 CDs and you get the 5th one a third off. But the 6th one, actually, this is what's cool. The 6th one becomes double. So you just keep sliding up, and you can see all that on the website.
It's all about finding the sweet spot.
Yeah, and we're not trying to price gouge people in this time. But if you buy 7 T-shirts, you actually get hand sanitizer for free. So that's
awesome. Well, man, it's so good to hear from you, Sammy. Please, folks, go to Sammy's website, sammymillercongregation.com. They are absolutely terrific. Stay tuned for when they come back to Jazz Texas. Make sure and buy some scarves, some bandanas, whatever they are, and the CDs. They've got lots of CDs for sale. Support these guys. They're working hard to get through these times, and some terrific musicians and even more terrific human beings. I can't believe I just said that, Sammy, about you.
Thank you, Doc.
It's all lies.
I can't wait to get back to San Antonio and take a sauna with you.
Yeah, we did take a sauna that one time with the whole band. It was super. Well, that's a great place to stop the interview. We'll see you next time, Sammy. Love you, man.
See you.
Sammy Miller, everybody. Check him out. All right, moving along with the special requests. This is a tune that goes out to Wayne. It's a beautiful tune called When I Fall in Love. That's when I fall in love. Thank you very much, everybody. Well, at this time, we would like to welcome up our special guest for this evening to sing another tune with me. Please welcome to the stage once again, Vanessa Del Fierro. Hey, Vanessa, welcome back.
Thank you. Happy to be back again.
All right. Well, we had a special request from a couple of different people for this next tune. This is a beautiful tune called Sabor a Mi. And this one goes out to Rita, our very good friend Rita. And also, this is a tune that goes to Rebecca from Julio. Julio would like to hear this tune for his wife, Rebecca. Thanks for the request, guys. Here goes.
Tanto tiempo disfrutamos de este amor, nuestras almas se acercaron, tanto así que yo guardo tu sabor, pero tú llevas también sabor a mí. Si negaras mi presencia en tu vivir, bastaría con abrazarte y conversar. Tanta vida yo te di que por fuerza llevas ya sabor a mí. No pretendo ser tu dueña, no soy nada, ya no tengo vanidad. De mi vida doy lo bueno, soy tan pobre que otra cosa puedo dar. Pasarán más de 1000 años, muchos más, yo no sé si tengamos la eternidad, pero allá tal como aquí, en la boca llevarás sabor a mí. Pretendo ser tu dueña, no soy nada, ya no tengo vanidad. De mi vida doy lo bueno, soy tan pobre que otra cosa puedo dar. Pasarán más de 1000 años, muchos más, yo no sé si tengamos la eternidad, pero allá tal como aquí, en la boca llevarás sabor a mí.
Sabor a Mi. Thank you for the request, y'all. Once again, give it up for Vanessa Del Fierro. Thank you so much, Vanessa. It's been so great to be with you tonight.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. It was so much fun, and it's great to be on a stage again. Thank you.
Come back and see us soon. Come back and bring the girls soon, okay?
I will. We'll come back. Gracias.
Thank you, Vanessa. Alrighty. Well, we have time for just one more tune this evening before it's time to say goodnight. We want to thank you so much for tuning in this evening, and make sure and join us this coming Tuesday night at 8 p.m. We're going to keep live streaming for y'all, and please keep tuning in. Once again, we've got Chris Alvarado and Chris Vargas on the next show, as well as Mayor Ron Nierenberg is coming in to do the show with us next Tuesday. So once again, we'll see you then. Thanks to Chris Zients with Wizard Broadcasting for hooking us up tonight with the show and doing all the legwork and everything. This last tune goes out to Josh. It's a tune by the great Herbie Hancock called Watermelon Man. Watermelon Man by Herbie Hancock. Thank you for the request, Josh, and thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. Please make sure and comment, tell us where you're coming from, where you're at, and hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure and share with your friends, and we'll see you next time. We'll see y'all. Thank you so much. Good night.